and welcome to Fools Rush In's second birthday party. Yes, we've been doing this podcast for 2 years. Well, 2 years on Sunday. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. And we've got a proper traditional birthday party. We've got games, quizzes, and of course, we've got STFC chat as well. Before we introduce those celebrating live with us, let's roll those birthday titles.
Take my hand, take my whole life too, but I can't help falling in love with you.
All the originals are with us tonight. I am delighted to say. For anyone who follows our social media, you would have seen that I posted a pic yesterday of the originals. So let's say hello to those first, starting with the man hosting tonight's birthday quiz. Good evening, Friday Night Joe. How are you, pal?
I'm so happy to be here. And just as a little thing, I'm so proud of what us boys have achieved in the last 2 years. So here's to many more.
Here's to many more indeed. Honestly, and I'll say this to the other guys as well, you were obviously one of the three that joined me for episode 1 2 years ago on Sunday. And you're right, I'm blown away by how far we've come as a podcast. I'm delighted with the panelists we've got involved, but I can't thank you and the other guys enough for being there for episode 1.
Seems a long time ago now, doesn't it, mate? But
We're
going good. We're going strong.
And the one thing, much like Swindon Town, we go again. Someone else who was there for episode 1 and has been instrumental in a lot of the content and regular features is Woody the coach. Good evening, Woody.
Good evening. I wish you guys had given me some sort of warning before you were going to blow those bloody horn things. It was like South Africa World Cup all over again. But this time right in the middle of my ears. It was deafening. And I cannot believe it has been 2 years. 2 years of absolute shite.
On and off the pitch.
On and off the pitch. I mean, I'll tell you what, if you took 2 years of any other fan's life, you can guarantee they haven't had the ups and downs that we've had over the last 2 years.
Well, if you think back, Woody, our first episode was about Wellens.
Yes, it was. And we had actually planned that before we knew about Wellens, hadn't we?
Yes,
well?
We were actually going to record, and then on the day, he announced that he was leaving.
Yeah, and that was back in the recording days when I think all of us were on mobiles and I was in the red wall.
You were?
In the bedroom. For some reason, we must get too loud because I'm not allowed in the bedroom anymore to record these. So, but yeah, happy anniversary, guys. Or happy birthday. Not even sure what to call it. A podversary. Happy podversary.
Like it. And I do like that you've subtly just announced to the world in general that you've got a red room as well. Nice work for these 50 Shades of Grey fans.
Well, nobody picked it up for the year I was in it for the first year. So
there was one more of us, of course, one more OG member of what was at the time called just simply STFC Fan Chat, not even Fools Rush In those days. And that was the man, the myth, the legend that has become the monster now that is known as BTB. Good evening, Ben.
Hey, happy podversary, everyone.
How are you, sir?
Yeah, good, mate. Good.
Good. What a
and then smelt it.
What a 2 years it's been, Ben.
Oh, tell you what, we've suffered relegation and playoff heartache. What a 2 years.
And we had to put up with 6 months of you at least once a week saying the word Sheridan as well.
Oh, I hated him. Yeah, John Sheridan. Everyone thinks I'm a happy clapper. Watch a John Sheridan rant.
You know the best thing though, after 2 years?
Go on.
We've still got Ben's halo.
We have still got Ben's halo. And it's very bright tonight, I've noticed.
Very bright tonight.
Hang on.
But as much as we are still here, repping the OG STFC fan chat, as Joe and Woody said, We have come a long way in those 2 years. And the one thing we've done is we've gained more friends along the way. One of those friends, I'm delighted to say, joins us tonight. Good evening, Craig.
Evening, Fifey. Happy birthday. I don't know if you can see, I've got FRI2 there. That was my wife's contribution.
Very nice. Thank you.
To this, yeah. Although, mind you, with the pointy hat and my white sort of hoodie at the moment, it's looking a bit dodgy, actually. I think I might have to change it. But yeah, happy anniversary. In case you can't tell, I've had half a bottle of Jammy Red Roux already. And so I'll be steaming by the end of this. So, but yeah.
Excellent.
Echo everything you guys have all said so far. It's come a long way. I joined, it'll be 2 years, I think, February, March next year it would be. But it was like this time last year, obviously we were talking about it, saying like after a year how far we'd come. And I just want to say some of the best times of my life I've had is doing this pod and being out with you guys. And also, I've made some really good friends out of it and out of something which was basically like a lockdown idea, wasn't it? To keep to put some content out there. So I know we sort of we put a lot of this content out, but we've got so much out of it. I certainly have personally, and I love you guys. So yeah, it's and cheers. And yeah, I'm going to be steaming by the end, so I'm not making sense now. I'll be making sense by the end.
It's all right. It's not like Joe's.
In a minute.
Yeah, I'm going to get a tear in a minute. So yeah.
It's not like Joe's prepared the biggest quiz we've ever had on Fools Rush In and you're just rambling on, Greg. But you're right. This all started as a lockdown idea, and we have gained friends. We are all friends. That the panelists who can't be here tonight are friends. Those already in the chat, we've got I've seen Claire, I've seen Joe. Obviously, I've flashed it up already. But Ned, obviously a regular. Evening, Ned. There is one more fool joining us, and arguably he's been here the shortest amount of time and had one of the biggest impacts of the lot. Let's do it for the fans. Let's hashtag let Nick speak. Good evening, sir.
Oh, thanks for that, Fifey. Yeah, I'm the newest, oldest member of the pod, which is, and I really, really thank you so much for letting me be part of this absolutely fantastic bunch of guys. Met a few of them for the first time over the last couple of weeks. Absolutely brilliant. I got told off because I haven't got a hat, so I've put my old school tie on. So I hope that's good enough to keep me in the club. So it should be. So
once again, just like the Halloween episode, it's only Woody that hasn't made any effort whatsoever.
and Fifey, what I thought I'd better have a look at episode 1 to see what it was like.
A shambles.
And what I just sort of go through a couple of things I picked up.
Go on.
Fifey was alluding. Started in episode 1 and still is now. Ben was super confident. Said we definitely wouldn't get relegated. Well, we knew how that fucking worked out. And there was some geezer on there called Adam. Couldn't work out who that was for quite a while. And it's fucking Woody. So Adam, who's
it's
Adam?
like for old school wrestling fans, Woody is essentially like the Mankind. He has 3 different personalities. It just depends whether Adam turns up, Woody turns up.
And Adam would have worn a party hat, to be fair.
No, but even Adam was very, very confident, and he thought we would beat Darlington by 5 or 6 goals in the cup. And again, we know how that worked out. So predicting not so good. And Joe was there. Joe was just super, super nice, top bloke, as he is now. Very laid back, talk sense. So Joe was a top man. And I really enjoyed that first one. But like you say, what a difference it is today to how you started. And fair play for how the pods evolved over the period of time. It's really, really good. I mean, I only joined it in June, but it seems like, and not in a bad way.
It seems like I've known you forever.
I was just going to say, it feels like I've been here forever, and that's not in a bad way. It's in an absolute brilliant way. So again, thanks guys for making me so welcome.
Oh, mate, thank you for being a part of it. And you just said there, and it sums it up perfectly, the difference from then to now. So when I posted the picture, Danny pointed out and she said, who's the middle one? Because there was, I believe it was me, Ben underneath, and then you had Woody the other side and Joe. And then there was a blank screen in the middle. And I was like, well, my old laptop didn't have the best camera, so I was recording on that, but using my phone. So we had just had a blank one, but for the recording where we used to use Zoom instead of the StreamYard we use now. And you go from that, where, I wasn't even sat on a chair, I was just sat on the floor next to my sofa when I was asking the questions, to the point that I've been sent on Twitter a pic from Jo, who on her, I must say, very nicely decorated, what I'm presuming is living room, and very big TV, has actually got us up on the big screen. And it's very weird. I know it's only a silhouette of my head that's our logo, but it's still very weird seeing someone send me a picture of that on a big screen TV. So thank you very much, Jo, for that. But it does just go to show, you don't have to have the most amount of financial backing. You don't have to have the most amount of contacts. All you need is genuine people talking real, and you will attract real people. And this is what we've got here. But enough of us talking about ourselves. Let's talk about someone else, and that is STFC. Before we get into the fun and games of the birthday party, we do have some proper conversation to have, and it is FA Cup weekend. Jo, let's start with you. How confident are you of winning tomorrow, and how seriously are you hoping we take it?
Oh, I hope we take it very seriously. The financial benefits of the FA Cup to League Two team can be season defining almost. So, hopefully we take it seriously. I think we will. I think we'll go out there to try and win. If we play like we did at Mansfield, I don't see an issue. I think we'll win comfortably. Stockport are going well at the minute. They haven't let any goals in for 4 games, I think. But if we can perform as we did last Saturday, I can't see any team in this league beating us, to be honest.
No, absolutely. As obviously, we've spoken a lot about Saturday and how good it was. Are you expecting changes, a little bit of rotation within the squad, or are you expecting full strength as close to as possible?
I think there might be 1 or 2. But I think he's going to be as strong as he possibly can. And it depends on the loan situations, I guess, with who's allowed to play and who's not allowed to play. I think maybe 1 or 2 will come in just to freshen it up a little bit. But otherwise, as sort of strong as possible.
No, absolutely. Woody, how about yourself? You confident for tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm confident. Probably led from last week, though. I think there will be a couple of changes. I wouldn't be surprised if Louis Reed actually starts tomorrow. I think it's probably a good opportunity to do so. And I don't think it'll be changes for the sake of, in the nicest respect, introducing fringe players. I think it will be genuine those who are considered to be, could really stake a claim. Do you know what I mean? Like Morgan Roberts, players like that, as much as I want to see them, they're not, I don't think one game's going to stake their claim into the first team. So I think, I'm relatively confident. I think if you think about 11 men, I think it's actually 5 games that Stockport haven't conceded in. Because I think the last game they conceded in, they only had 10 men because they had a red card. So it's, I hope we take it seriously. If we take it seriously, we'll win. I'm very confident we'll win. But I've said the same I said we should take every cup seriously, but FA Cup is a Saturday competition. So for me, it doesn't add to our woes, because all that happens is if we get knocked out, we have a weekend off normally. So we don't want that. Let's get good momentum going. Great result last Saturday. Let's take that into this Saturday.
Definitely. Ben?
Yeah, same as everyone else. I agree. It's a Saturday fixture, so there's a week between games, so there's no reason why we can't play a really strong team. I think Lavinia might get a start. I think he's deserving a start. Might give Hutton just like a little break, or maybe just run up in the second half. But I think largely, if there's any selections, it's not going to make any of the team any weaker. And I'm confident. I think Swindon are going to go all good guns for go and try and get a victory over Stockport and a decent tie in the second round.
That's the interesting thing, isn't it? Because I agree. I mean, I echo what Woody said. Every cup, you should go into every game wanting to win. You don't go into games wanting to lose and get knocked out of competitions. But the FA Cup, no matter what the media try and say, for me, the FA Cup's still very special. Ben, and I would love nothing more than, again, to get to the third round, maybe get the big tie. If not, let's go to the fourth round, and from there on, let's just keep going. We've seen other teams in League Two get to advanced stages of cup competitions, FA Cup, League Cup in years gone by. Why can't this be our year?
There's always one or two clubs, lower league clubs, that get to one lower league club that gets to the quarters. So you never know. It could be our year.
Craig, what are you feeling ahead of tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not as confident as everyone else because we're coming up against a team that's.
It wouldn't be a Craig segment without you trying
to. Yeah, but also it's the FA Cup, so anything can happen. Yeah, with our form, you got to fancy our chances. And yeah, we've got just as good a chance of winning as in any game, but it's not going to be easy. It's going to be incredibly tough. Stockport have been really difficult to beat, and on their run they've beaten some really good teams. Carlisle they've beaten, and Carlisle are up there with us. Bradford and Salford as well. So they can do it against the best teams in this division. So there's no reason why they can't do it against us. I echo what the lads have said so far. I hope that it is taken seriously. I'd imagine I'd be very surprised if Rob Angus and Clem haven't already said, look, you've got to, there's no, we don't want to be like, resting players and stuff like that. So yeah, and like we said, if we get a run, that'll be good financially. It'll be good for the club's profile and all that. So yeah, I hope we do take it seriously tomorrow. If Louis Reed starts, I ain't got a problem with that because that's a bit different than letting a fringe player start, say, because he is, even though he hasn't been in the best of form this season, he is still a first team player. And I hope that if he does start tomorrow, that he takes his chance and he's pivotal in us getting a win. Because he, I don't care what anyone else says, he's been poor this season. And also, I think as well as Khan has been playing in that position, and he has been brilliant going forward, he makes things happen there, but he does leave our back four exposed. If he was playing in front of a back three centre-halves, then it would be a bit different. But I really do think that that's not Khan's position, and I really want Louis Reed to come in and make that his own, and maybe move Khan somewhere else in that midfield. So I'm really looking forward to tomorrow's game and how it pans out, and I really hope we get through to the next round and get a really good draw against someone, even though it's only going to be like second round. But like we say, and if we get to the third round, fourth round, you never know. We've been shit in the FA Cup for so many years now, and if we could be that club, that lower league club, like Ben says, that gets through to the quarterfinals, that would be amazing. That would be absolutely amazing. And I hope that's what happens. And tomorrow can be the start of that.
Nick, I'm catching you a bit cold with this one. I admit I gave you no time to prep, but nothing new here. Craig just said there, we've been shit in the FA Cup for a long time. Have you got any special cup moments you do remember?
No. Thanks for that, Fifey. Not so much in the FA Cup because, like you say, we have been so poor. So I can't give you a straight answer on that. So thanks for the warning.
You're welcome.
But going back to the game tomorrow, I think what's happened with Stockport is that they've actually found their feet in League Two. And I think it goes through all the leagues that the top half dozen teams in a particular league can compete with the bottom half of the league above. And if you want to get into the top half of it or near like the playoffs, you've got to step it up a level. And it's taken them a while to do that. And like everybody said, they haven't conceded a goal in 5 games. So they've obviously tightened up. They've realised what League Two football's all about. Now, obviously, FA Cup, that's going to be different. I think we'll make a couple of changes. I can't see anything too drastic. The way Lindsay's been talking, it's looks like Reed will come in. I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't give Wakeling a rested legs, because the amount of work and effort he puts in. I can't see it being too many more than that. I think you want to keep it solid, certainly at the back. We're good enough to beat them. On our recent form, we should beat them. But I've got a sneaky feeling it might end up as a draw. So time will tell. So, but I'm looking forward to the game. Going up there tomorrow. It'll be another new ground I've visited. So yeah, really looking forward to it.
For those that have already been listening into like the pre-match press conference and stuff, it sounds like most of the loanies would be available, other than FBT, if I remember right. Is that? Are we all in agreement that's the case?
Seems to be, yes.
Thank you, Nick.
Okay.
Glad someone was paying attention. Right, let's go round then and get the FA Cup score predictions. We'll go in reverse order for the preview. So, Nick?
2-2.
2-2, Craig?
1 each.
Oh, so that's 2 replays. Oh, wait, is there replays?
Yeah.
There is. Okay. Ben?
3-0 Swindon.
Nice, Ben. Woody?
1-0 Swindon.
1-0 Swindon. Joe?
I think it could be similar to last week. I think it could be quite high scoring, so I'm going to go for a 3-2 win.
Okay, nice. I'm going to go for a 3-1 win. So the dangerous element to that is 6 of us, and not one of us have predicted we're going out in the first round.
That's it then. That's done.
After Nick pre-warned us that he'd gone back and watched the first episode.
I mean, I know I'm the cynical one normally, but even I can't say that we'll get knocked out in the cup. You know, I'm never going to say that. So,
Oh, dear. Well, that's the formalities over, gentlemen. Shall we start enjoying our birthday party? And we will enjoy it with the largest quiz Fools or Shin have ever done. Friday Night Joe has been working at this for about 3 weeks, and he is on hosting duties tonight.
That's how long the game will last.
40 questions he's got prepared for us.
Each 40 questions each.
Yeah, 40 questions.
change your name to Quizmaster Joe.
All about Scottish teams.
No, there's all Swindon Town related, so that's good.
Good.
It's
And despite spending best part of 3 hours with Joe last weekend, he gave me no insight as to what any of the answers were going to be.
What I will say though, one of the answers has been mentioned tonight already.
Wellens,
No.
Sheridan,
No,
Darlington.
Darlington. 2 years ago.
So how do you want to do this? Do you want to do all the questions? Everybody writes down their answers.
You're in charge, mate. I'm just pressing the buttons to any interesting comments from those
I
watching.
haven't got a pen or
Alright.
paper. 1 minute.
I
We
haven't
need
got
pen or paper.
Or do we
Yeah, that's
just
too much work, Joe. It means
You'll have to have the
picking
pen
and
and
writing it
paper.
down. Bloody hell.
Let's do a pen and paper. I'll send my.
I think, Joe, it might be best if you just do one question at a time, then give the answer, and after we've all
Guessed.
after we've all guessed.
Yeah. I'll just send my associate to get some paper.
you won't be surprised to know that that the host was prepared.
Ah.
So this,
I mean,
I would have used the notes thing on my phone, but I throw my phone onto the pile over there so I don't use it. So I don't have
the pile of phones.
the pile of phones.
I'm clearly paying you too much money for this. If you've just got a pile of phones.
It's all my burner phones.
This is a good point, actually, John. There's 40 questions, Joe. Maybe we could throw the odd one out to those listening as well.
well, I mean, if they're quick, they can join in as they go along.
Of course.
Yeah, I'll ask Sarah. I'll ask Mike.
Great from June.
Mike was
Well
like
prepared
so.
as always on Fools or Shit. This has got to be the least entertaining thing for those watching. It's us waiting for paper.
Professional.
All those more so for those listening as well.
It's a long trip up to Stockport.
That is, I think that's one thing that we haven't quite worked out yet is when it's for the people that are listening, how we actually fill those really silent gaps, or whether we need some sort of audio description when we have a picture on show, and it's just like, oh, well, here is a picture of.
Show. Picture on show.
Please do play along if you're watching, because we will do one question at a time, so we'll be able to flash your answers up quite
It's 5
quickly.
keeping scores. What's going on?
Joe, have you got a lightning round for a tie?
No, but I can think of something. I'll think of something.
Don't worry, we've got stuff prepared. Let's go, Joe.
It's
So it's
5
four-
keeping scores.
No.
I'll
Okay.
keep score.
Oh, Joe's keeping scores.
Yeah, I'll keep score. So there's 4 rounds. So the first round is guess the bad loanies. Well, shit loanies. Guess the shit loanies.
Yes.
So number 1 is so there's like 3 or 4 clues to each one.
Okay.
So number 1, signed from Tottenham in the 2004-2005 season.
How long ago was that?
He was a striker that wore the squad number 5,
That tells you everything you need to know.
and he made 10 appearances and scored 0 goals.
See, I'm struggling with the year because I want to say, did Abika not come in on loan first?
No,
not
that
yet.
wasn't.
No,
It wasn't back in.
That would be far too
04, 05.
early.
4 or 5.
Yeah, I just have no idea. And that's a good one, Joe. Crikey.
And the problem is, he's already told us these are all shit loan players as well.
They're
Yeah.
all
That's
players
probably-
we're trying to forget. Yeah.
That's the problem. We've got to go through the mire of shit loan players that we've had. There's been so bloody many, hasn't there? So
Is anyone in the chat going to get it before we do, I wonder?
Ironically, when I was looking at the answers, there was about 6 from the same season that I could have all.
So a Spurs striker that wore number 5.
From Tottenham.
Jerome Sinclair.
Right, who have we had from Tottenham? We had Mason. None of them were strikers.
Grant Smith's not a striker.
No, it's winger.
Yates.
I can't remember. I don't
made
know.
10 appearances as well. That's
He
brilliant.
can't be. He can't be.
Who?
Jamie Slabber?
Ooh.
Was that his name? Slabber?
90s, wasn't he, Slabber?
Was he?
So are we doing this as all having a guess, or whoever gets it first?
Just someone getting it right would be good.
Right. Well, Woody's correct.
Oh, hey, well
Well
done,
done,
Woody.
Woody.
There's the old Tottenham connections.
Yeah. I thought he was absolutely shocking.
Yeah.
And if you look him
I
up,
don't remember him wearing number 5 though. I just had to try and think of what Tottenham players.
if you look him up through his career, you can see why he was a bad loanee.
Where did he end up in the end, anyway? Where did he play most of his career?
Pretty much every club in the non-league.
Oh, fair enough.
This
no,
within
it's
20
not
miles-
not like Jefferson Louis.
this
not
within
like
20
Jefferson
miles of
Lewis,
London,
surely.
he played for pretty much every club.
Right.
Right, number
We're
2.
warmed up now. Come on.
This one's a bit easier, I think.
Kovar.
Signed for Man United in 2005.
Oh, well, I got the right club.
They've got him listed as a right winger, but I think he could probably play both sides. Squad number was 25, and he made 14 appearances, and he's the only one of these loanies that managed to score a goal for us. So he's 1 goal in 14 games.
So what's the question again?
So
For fuck's sake, Ben!
Who was it, Ben? Who was it?
signed for Man United in 2005,
Man United 2005.
a winger,
Winger.
squad number 25, 14
Strange
appearances. 14 appearances, 1 goal.
My hearing aids.
Why can't I think of any Man United winger that we've had on loan?
And you said these are shit ones.
Yeah, so it's not Jimmy Davis.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I was
it
thinking. Fucking hell.
It might have been the season after Davis, though.
Yeah, it was around about that time. Wasn't
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish you'd say season rather than year, Joe. Come on.
All right. 2005, 2006.
Okay. I still don't know.
I mean, there's a clue, but I think the clue would give it away. But he signed at the same time as a goalkeeper from Man United.
Well, that'd be Heaton.
Christ, he must have been shit if you can't remember him.
I can't.
See, I can remember Tom Heaton.
See, him and Heaton signed together.
See,
That was the
problem is,
same-
we
same-
remember the good ones, but the bad ones you just completely forget really quickly. I'm stumped.
The same year we had Buatsa. And
Probably.
Oh,
Yeah.
do you know what? What a player, by the way. What a player, Hammer Buatsa.
We mentioned
Yeah.
him. We mentioned him on
We
Saturday.
actually did mention him Saturday, yeah.
yeah,
There was a thing on Twitter about him. I saw.
I
that.
remember.
thing
I
is-
remember when we had Heaton and Buatsa.
We're going to spend this whole round trying to think of shit players and just remembering good loan players.
That's the way
So
it
I
is.
think I might have to put the clock on this one.
I mean, we're
Yeah,
not
I
getting
think
any
so.
answers in the chat either.
Yeah. Go on, Em.
So the answer to this one, Colin Heath.
Oh, of course.
Who?
Yeah, he was shite.
Nothing.
He's,
Fucking hell.
Yeah, he was literally Kovar on the wing, wasn't he?
yeah.
So far on the way.
Yeah, I remember. No. Oh, I'll tell you
Fucking
what.
hell, Joe, you've got some dregs here.
Anything between like 2002 and 2010, I think it just amalgamates into one season.
Well, that's good because the next one's 2005.
Brilliant.
We were really shit that season, clearly.
He signed from West Ham in January 2005. Another striker. Squad number was 31, and he made 1 start, 4 sub appearances, 0 goals.
Fuck me.
Nuble, Frank Nuble.
No.
You sounded so confident then, Ben.
I thought
Where did we
myself-
sign him from again? Sorry.
Because we don't sign players from West Ham.
West Ham 2005. I can remember this guy. I can't remember who we were playing, but he missed from on the goal line.
Great. Superb signing.
Narrows it down.
And it wasn't
Adeloy.
Stuart at Yeovil.
Fuck off! I
Shame.
can't even think of us signing a player from West Ham.
This one's a little bit off piste, I will admit. It's probably it's probably the hardest one of the lot.
Well, we haven't done very well with the
Harder
last
than
two.
Colin Heath. Harder
What
than
number
Colin-
was he? Where did he play? Sorry.
31.
Striker.
He was number 31 and a striker.
Oh, shout.
John Saunders is correct.
Well done, John.
I have no idea.
Never heard of him.
I forgot all about Michelanda.
I thought
Petter
Petter Michelanda was the same. Was 05-06 season.
I can't
pretty
even
well.
remember him.
It-
I'm not
yeah,
very-
Yeah,
January 2005.
so that'd be our
That'd be
405.
That's a 405 season. Not that I would have got it anyway, but
Just right on.
We are shit. There's 5 of us here.
That's the one.
And we haven't got one yet.
We got one.
Yeah, but these
Oh,
are really
Woody's got one.
obscure
Right, the next
names,
one.
aren't
The
they?
next one's a lot more recent. So
Cooper.
this signed from Chelsea in 2017, in January till the end of the season. Scotland under 21 international. A
Charlie
forward.
Colquitt Smith.
No. A forward,
Uh,
and his number was 17. Squad number was 17. He made 4 starts. 3 of these were defeats, and he scored 0 goals.
Where did he play, sorry?
He was-
am I out now? I guess I'm out. I think I'm out. Am I out?
yeah, well, you guessed wrong. So
No. I think I know who it is.
2017.
This is not helpful.
It's all right. It's Friday night, Mike. We got nowhere to be. Told you it's a birthday party.
How many appearances did you say he made?
he made 4 starts, and
4
3 of them were
starts.
defeats.
And the thing is, Mike, if you get them quicker than we do,
We can move on. Mike's in. Mike's
well
there.
done, Mike.
No, that was just the little guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember him now.
Now.
Fucking hell, Joe.
He was shit.
You're making us look shit.
So next one, signed from Leyton Orient in 2012. Another striker. Squad number
Ravel, is it?
25. Squad
Oh,
number
I
25.
know who you're talking about. Paolo
And he
fell
made
out
1
with it.
start and 2 sub appearances.
Paolo fell out with him. What's his name?
Paolo fell out with everybody.
He,
I
yeah, he was
know.
one of Paolo's.
What were you doing loaning players from Leyton Orient?
Public spot. I watched McCrew. I remember going to Crew.
Of course you did.
His name.
What did he look like, Ben?
Big,
A bit like Akin Fenwa.
yeah, big black chap. Like that. Really strong, well built player.
That's why I went for Akinfenwa, to be honest.
Can't remember him now. What's his name? I can't
Give
remember.
Ben half a point.
Ben Stevens.
I don't remember much from the Canny era.
It
I
was
didn't
public,
go. I wasn't
just
going then.
Carlos found him and then slagged him off constantly.
Is John in
Yeah,
again?
but
Tahui,
John's got it.
Tahui, that was it.
Jonathan
Tahui.
Tahui.
Jonathan Tahui.
Well, John's winning at the moment.
John's winning the quiz.
Yeah, but we don't know. John's not on his phone.
No, John, to be fair, given that John's the one who sends us half of our quiz questions these days, he will know this.
Yeah,
John, are you on your phone?
I'm sure he wouldn't do that.
Right, number 6. Signed from Crystal Palace in 2011.
Crystal Palace too.
Central midfielder.
Oh,
Squad
what's
number
his name?
29. 2 starts, 4 sub appearances.
Oh, what's his name? I know exactly. Another tall, lanky fella.
Yeah.
another half a point for Ben.
John's showing off now. I'm in the pub.
All right.
No, no. What was his name? Ndai.
Mike-
Yeah, that's
Mike's
it.
in.
Ndai. Yeah.
Looking at Mike and John and just trading. Guess
Alassane
again.
Ndiaye.
This is shameful, really, isn't it?
Right.
We just
next
pretend
one.
to be Swindon fans.
We obviously only deal with the here and now.
Next one. Signed from West Ham in 2010.
Oh, not again.
Striker with the squad number 9. So a proper number.
Oh.
3 starts, 5 sub appearances, 0 goals.
2010. What club again?
Nublé.
Frank Nubler, you're correct.
Well done, Chris.
Yay! That's what
I knew he'd be one of them, but I knew
Yeah.
it was West Ham.
It was awful when he was at Willis, Frank Nubler.
That was more of a lucky guess, to be honest. He could have made 20 appearances, and I would have known.
Do you know
any
what? I'm
different.
just going to do that. I'm going to start shouting out names that got to appear on the list at some point. Grella.
He's not on there.
Yeah.
Grella. That was a
He was
great
number 11.
shout.
So number 8. Signed from Watford in January 2008 until the end
Gerald
of the season.
Eiffel.
No,
Darius Henderson.
no. He was an
Mate,
England
decent.
under-19 international. Also a striker. Squad
John
number 30.
Stevenson.
No.
He
Squad
was
number
Leicester, I
30.
think.
Squad number 30. 4 starts, 6 sub appearances, 0 goals.
With some quality, didn't he?
So this is pre-Hammer Buatsi, yeah?
This is, what did I say? No, after.
Oh.
January 2008. So that would have been, who would have been manager then?
Sturrock.
That's another question we can't
Yeah.
answer.
But one question at a time, Joe, for fuck's sake.
We are the worst.
And you can
We
see
are
with all the
shit, aren't
forwards we signed, it didn't score a goal. We certainly weren't stats driven then, were we?
This guy, when we signed this guy, he came with a big reputation. He was going to be the next big thing.
Watford.
See, I'm thinking Watford, and I could see McNamee, I could see Buatsa, I could see Eiffel.
He probably played with all of those.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
Mooney.
Even
When did we
even
sign him
comments-
again?
2008.
2008.
I can see Henderson.
No.
No.
No, it's not Buatsa, John, because these are only shit loan players.
I don't know.
I can't think of it.
No. I'm going to give the
Any-
answer then.
Go on.
Any clues? Any clues? What did you say?
Watford.
His name,
What?
his first name is in the Bible.
Jesus.
Moses.
Noah.
Moses. There you go, Moses.
Akindi. Moses Akindi.
Nearly.
Akondi.
Moses Ashikodi.
That was it.
Oh, remember Asher Cody as
Can I have
well?
another half a point, please?
Did we have him? Did
No.
we have him? Not didn't even realise we had him. Fucking hell.
I only guessed
No.
Moses because that was the first name that came up from the Bible. I didn't actually know he was called Moses.
I was sat there going, who have we had on loan called Adam?
Surely Adam Alab, no? Right, number 9.
Just as you gave that as well, Ned did message in Moses Mashikoti.
He has been Googling Ned.
Oh, are you suggesting Ned is cheating?
Oh, are you?
Oof.
I'm accusing Ned.
Ouch.
I mean, I'm happy to give Ned a point if you are.
I'm happy to give Ned a
No.
point, yeah.
No.
No, because then he's level with me. He's only answered one question.
Right, number 9.
Number 9 is Louis Reed.
This guy signed from Sheffield Wednesday with a view to a permanent deal in 2003.
Mike Grella.
No. He was a left back. Squad number 12.
2003 would have been before.
He
my
made
time.
3 starts, 2 defeats, and a red card.
Quality.
Yeah.
Harry McCurdy.
Phil
Yeah,
King.
yeah. Harry Curdy, yeah.
Phil King.
Lee Beavers.
I'm trying to pay attention whilst also watching the Portsmouth game.
Stop watching Portsmouth again.
What year was that again?
2003.
2003.
I've received a message saying that we're shit at this quiz.
Yeah, we are. Shit.
Well,
Where do we get him from?
Sheffield Wednesday.
On loan with a view to a permanent, so he was obviously good.
Left back.
Left back.
That was
We didn't
just
take
before
up an
Nico
option.
came in from Liverpool then.
Who would have currently been there? So that would have been Sol Davis would have currently been there.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
We got
John
to keep
Bestwick?
we got to keep musing out loud for those listening. I know those watching can see us thinking.
John Bestwick? Is it Bestwick? Is it?
Yeah, I'll give it to you. John
Well
Bestwick.
done, Woody.
Well
Oh,
done, Woody.
that's it. I'm
Really,
done. See you
really
later,
point.
lads. You ain't going to catch me out. I'm on 2.
Right now, the last. You'll be pleased to know this is the last one.
Oh, yeah, he was shit, wasn't he? Yeah, I remember him now.
Just
For
every
this
time.
guy-
Oh, yeah, he really was shit.
Yeah.
This guy, Swindon went a bit continental. So he signed on a season-long loan from Tromsø in Norway.
Bloody hell.
He was a full Finland international centre-back playing alongside Sami Hupia.
Fuck off.
His squad number was 25, and he played 2 league games and 2 cup games in September, and then didn't play for the rest of the season.
What season was this?
2000.
2000 and 2000. Right, 2000 and 2000.
2001.
Again, this is just.
That was the year that they
before my
did the whole season in 6 months.
So he's played alongside Sami Hupia for Finland, so he must have been good.
Finnish centre back.
So that would have been around what the Anton van der Linden era.
Mm.
Hmm.
Yeah, probably the same, maybe the same season.
But not
say that-
Anton Linden.
Yeah, when you say about Sammy Herpia, that does ring a bell.
Rosenberg.
but
Yeah, I think that's it. I think
It's not Heiselberg.
It's
I
not.
think that's a
He
joke.
was
then.
shit.
I think that's a Breaking Bad joke.
No, we did have someone called Heiselberg. That's all right.
John's got it.
Chaluma.
Oh, what a shout. Yeah,
Marcus
well done,
Rubin.
John. Yeah.
But I've
I'm
never.
sorry,
I don't.
I'm sorry.
That could
John-
mean anything.
John
I've
is
never
a-
heard that name in my
Nor
life.
me.
Either John is a Swindon nut, a
Which he
proper
is.
Encyclopedia Swindon fan, or he's got Google.
No,
Right.
he knows his stuff.
He knows his
And
stuff,
not
does
Ned's
John.
the cheat.
He knows his Finnish internationals.
Yeah.
Round
Yeah,
two.
from the
Round
Channel
two's a
Name.
bit more general knowledge-y.
So can we just have a rundown of the scores, please?
Yeah. So currently everyone's not very good, but John is the least not good. He's got,
You're making these players up.
John's got 3.
Sadly, Mike, he's not, because I remember him when they get the answers.
John's got 3. Mike's got 2.
Fucking John's got 3. He's in the pub.
Woody's got 2, and Craig's got 1, and the rest of you are.
Ned's got 1.
Shit.
Oh, and
Hey,
Ned's
I've got 2 halves. I've got 2 halves.
No,
Send me a
fucking
shite.
halves.
Fuck off,
Bloody ass
man.
points.
He said it could be half a point.
No, nobody
Your
said
ass.
you have half. a point.
No, you said, can I have half a point?
Yeah.
Right. Round 2, general knowledge.
Just because your glass is always half full.
When you
Half
say
point.
when you say it's general knowledge, Joe, is that in inverted commas for us?
Well, I don't know how generally knowledgeable you guys are. So,
That's what I
General,
mean.
general guessing. General guessing.
question 1: who holds the record for the consecutive matches scored in?
Doyle. Owen Doyle.
Yeah,
Jordan Doyle.
Ben's got a point. Ben's got a point. Ben's got a point.
Owen Doyle.
This one, no disrespect to Nick, but this might be a bit more up your street.
Oh,
Gary Morris.
don't even.
Yeah, but don't forget, Nick couldn't name the 1969 League Cup squad the other week.
I only left 2 of the main players out.
What about Rodgers
Only
and
one
Fowler?
of 9 players, so that's all right.
I was half asleep by then, mind. Probably like I am now.
Who is the youngest player to score a hat trick for Swindon Town?
Lucas Djukovic.
No.
Paul Rideout.
All right, out Nick. Well in.
Yay! Get in!
Well then, Nick. Go on, the boy.
Go on, Nick.
Get in there.
The clue was when you
17 years,
said
56
around
days.
next time. So why did I say Lucas Djukovic?
Did you bid on the wine, Craig?
Yeah, take the wine away. Yeah.
You don't have a fucking clue what's going on.
Right, so number 3, if you get it bang on right, I'll give you 2 points, but I'll give a point to the closest. So Rashawn Hepburn Murphy is the latest player to make his Swindon Town debut, but what number is he in the Roll of Honour?
Not players that ever played for Swindon.
As in players that have ever played for Swindon Town.
Fucking hell. Can we have like nearest 100 or something?
Well, whoever's closest gets a point.
733.
4,000.
No. Fucking hell. Somewhere in between, lads. I'm going to say 1,689.
Okay.
Oh,
9,800.
Fucking hell.
No, sorry, 980. Not 9,000. 980.
Does this include imaginary numbers?
Yeah, the ones we wanted.
Most of them would be shitload players. There's definitely been more than 342 players in my time supporting Swindon.
Since 150 years.
I'm going to go just a nut. What did you go, Fifey? I might go one below it or something.
I can't even remember.
You can't shit house.
1,689, I think.
I'm going to go 1,500. Just a nice rounded figure.
Yeah, well, so Woody's the closest. And so Rashawn Hepburn Murphy is number 1,390.
Oh.
Well done.
So for an
Well,
extra point, name all the others.
There was more than 342 at the power.
It's funny because it's true.
Right, number 4. So there's 3 points here. So
Oh, yes, here we go.
point for each answer.
Treble or quits.
What? Yeah.
I don't know.
So which 3 players have scored the most goals as substitutes?
Collins.
Jet Collins is there.
Fallon.
Nick. What was that one?
Fallon.
No Fallon. Just so you know, James Collins is number 2.
I don't reckon we've had that many. But
Andy Williams.
Serial substitute.
surely in his first
Christian
season?
Roberts.
Nope.
Surely Chalky's on there.
Chalky is number 1.
Oh,
There's only
10
one more left.
goals off the bench. So point for Woody. So there's one more. Which
What
actually,
era did
this
play?
actually surprised me. This
Jimmy Quinn.
No, after so say early 2010s.
Billy Painter.
No.
that's probably going to be a fucking De Canio player, isn't it?
Alan Connell.
Alan Connell.
Nice one.
Shout.
Fifey.
Loved Alan Connell. What a player
He
Alan
was a
Connell
great-
was.
He
So
was
the
a great
breaking news
player.
now-
Loved Alan Connell.
The breaking news now is everybody's off the mark.
Yeah! Well, I was last. Fucking hell.
Year of the mark. An hour.
Well,
Oh, yeah,
I'm just
Steve
putting out on record, though, if I didn't make it clear, I fucking loved Alan Connell.
He was very good.
Steve White
Yeah,
had
but he
10 goals
needed
off the bench.
20 chances to score one.
No, did he? Fuck, he scored
He
against
did.
Wigan in the cup. That's
Ah.
all I care about.
So Steve White scored 10 off the bench. James Collins scored 8 off the bench, and Alan Connell scored 7 off the bench.
Yeah, Collins got 4 in one game though. didn't he?
Yeah,
Say that. One of those games.
Right, question 5.
Super Alan Connell.
Last season, 3 players scored on their debut for the club. Who were they?
McCurdy.
Last season.
30, one for Craig.
Payne.
No.
I mean, every player was nearly on their debut. We had 5 at the start of the season.
Davidson.
Oh,
No.
Fuck off,
I think
Mike.
he scored.
Simpson didn't score his debut, did he?
No, he didn't score his debut,
No.
I don't think.
No, he didn't. No. See,
Did
remember-
Davison, though?
I said that.
Davison, no.
Barry?
Nope.
We've all guessed now, haven't we?
You've all guessed, I think.
Oh, hang on. We got some more coming in. Tomlinson.
Tomlinson, yes.
Oh, what?
Oh yeah.
Egbo.
Everyone outside the area as well.
Yeah.
No, no.
Egbo didn't score, didn't he?
Well,
to be fair,
Dale gets a point, Joe.
yeah, Dale gets a point. Scorer. To be fair, the third one, I'd be amazed if anyone got it, but it's actually Mo Dabre.
Arsenal.
Oh, yeah, he did, didn't he? And the
Well done, Mo.
Oh, yeah, he's really good in that game as well.
Pizza Hut
It
trophy.
was
He's
a
so
wonderful-
small.
It was a wonderful finish off his knee.
Yeah.
They all count.
Almost as good as Shades.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Number 6. Number 6. Who is the most substituted player of all time?
Steve White.
85 Ash.
Nope.
Did you just say Steve Fife?
White.
Cheeky bastard.
So this is substituted off, not substituted on. Just
I thought Chalky might, because he was in there for years, wasn't he? Thought it might have been him.
Johnny Williams. He never lasts more than 60 minutes.
Simon Ferry came off a lot, didn't he?
not as much as this guy.
Men. Oh, God.
Oh, wait.
David Duke.
David Duke.
Oh,
Was it?
Yes!
Yes.
Oh, great
hell.
shout.
He was substituted 54 times.
Bloody hell.
What?
McCurdy.
Brilliant.
Can any one player get substituted 54 times?
Oh, King from
Fucking
shit
shit.
every
He
time.
did play over 200 games. Which
How,
was,
I mean,
Yeah,
the
he-
fact that
he
he played
was
over 200
4
games
seasons,
tells you
yeah.
everything
Yeah.
you need to know.
We were in dire straits at the time. David Duke played 200 games. What's that about?
so I'm going to break this next question into 2 parts.
Oh, more
So,
points for Fifey.
so what is Swindon Town's home attendance record? So that'll be for 1 point. And then the second point, who is it against?
It's about 32,000
It's Arsenal.
plus a few hundred.
I got to give him that.
But I haven't guessed yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't,
32,000 plus a few hundred, but one less than Nick.
yeah, you can't shithouse it. There's no shithousing.
32,205.
32,200.
All right, I'll say 32,310.
32,102.
32,300.
How many guesses you having?
I haven't
Oh,
guessed
Ben.
yet.
I didn't even
There's
realise you were guessing. I thought they just gave Nick the point.
What's your guess,
No,
Woody?
Fifey got shitty about it.
That's because Fifey's back in the game now.
Yeah, I was happy to let you carry on, but as Fifey guessed, Nick,
Yeah.
everyone
we
themselves.
Have we got to give the team as well, or has somebody already done that?
I think somebody said the team, didn't they? Was
It's
that
Arsenal.
Ben?
Yeah, it's definitely Arsenal. I know, 30,000.
So the actual answer is 31,668. And I believe Craig was the closest. 32,100, he said.
Yeah.
Appeal.
Well done, Craig.
Appeal.
Sorry, Nick.
The whole atmosphere just dropped. Craig got the point, did he?
So another attendance-based question. The biggest game in history, obviously, 1969 League Cup final.
Mhm.
We know who that was against, so there's no point for that. But a point for the closest attendance for that game.
98,000.
I'm going to say it wasn't that much.
I'm going
89,500.
89,000.
86,000.
97,800.
I'm definitely sure it's in the 90s.
What was your final guess, Woody?
98,000.
You're 189 away. It was 98,189.
98,000 went to
Because I ruled out the cucumber sandwich
That
eaters,
is
didn't I?
That's madness. I think that.
98,000.
Like, Swindon
Yeah.
Town are playing in front of 98,000 people.
Yeah, but that was when people actually wanted to go to Wembley.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you think Swindon was about half the population then as well, so
Yeah.
So there's
Good
two
big
answers here.
break
So
up.
point for each on the next
What, the
question.
teenage pregnancy crisis hadn't taken
You
over?
could, you could buy. They were selling loads of tickets on the day as well, weren't they, for that final as well? So they would have just been like
yeah.
occasional Londoner rock up.
So this question's a 2-point question, so a point for each answer. Swindon Town have played at 2 stadiums 10 times or more and never won. What stadiums are they?
New Wembley.
No, we haven't played 10 times there.
Sadly.
Um,
No, it fucking costs a fortune to keep losing, Nick.
Yeah.
there's
Hate
some
New
real
Wembley.
fun.
10 times or more and haven't won there.
Yeah.
Elland Road?
Nope.
No, we've won at Ellen Road.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was there.
I was
Oh, yeah,
there.
of course we
3-0.
did,
3-0. 3-1.
Trafford.
3-0.
3-0, wasn't it? Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Luton.
Nope.
We've
No,
won
I've
a
been at Luton when we've won.
Sheffield Wednesday.
Nope.
Old Trafford.
Nope.
Old Trafford.
Played at Old Trafford 10 times.
Everyone,
Got to be
everyone
lower
knows
league
that.
stuff, isn't it?
Oh yeah, they league teams.
They're very much league teams, yeah.
Swindon Supermarine.
Never went to Supermarine.
I'd say they're
Surely.
two. They're
See, if
two.
it's only 10 times, it's going to be
Exeter.
going to be a newer ground, isn't it?
It's
It's going to
two,
be a
um,
newer ground.
It's two what I'd say are very famous grounds.
Bramall Lane.
More famous than that.
Um,
And they're
Bradford.
both.
No, we've won
Anfield.
Bradford. haven't we?
One Bradford.
Anfield.
Nope.
Liberty
Goodison
Stadium,
Park.
Swansea.
Nope.
St Andrews.
Nope.
St James Park. Newcastle one.
Nope.
Are these all stadiums that are still
They're still stadiums now.
there now? Yeah. All right.
Famous ones.
Well,
West
I'd say-
Brom.
No.
Bournemouth.
Nope.
That's not even a stadium.
Right, the City Ground is one.
Fuck off, John. Ruining the game for everybody.
The City Ground, Nottingham Forest, 11 games, 0 wins. I haven't seen the.
No, St Mary's, we won there. Charlie Austin scored.
Yeah,
There's one.
I was there as well.
The other stadium we've played there 12 times and never won.
Portsmouth.
Nope.
No, seen it's Winter Front Park.
Brighton.
Stamford Bridge. No,
No,
surely
no,
I'm
no,
doing-
no.
Bamford
Loftus
Bridge.
Road.
Stamford
It is Stamford Bridge.
Woody is correct.
Blimey.
Bloody hell.
For fuck's sake.
Loftus Road.
No, Stamford-
We won there on the last day of the season, when we was in the Prem, didn't we?
Prem, second
Joe,
last.
Joe,
Last away.
Joe.
Yeah.
What about Loftus Road?
no, not quite. Didn't quite make the list.
We got them both, didn't we?
As we know, though, Cheltenham, they were third on the list 9 times.
Oh,
Cheltenham.
fucking Cheltenham.
Bloody Wadden Road.
No, on the opposite of this, which ground has Swindon won the most at? And it has been mentioned already. Well, then half
County
of
Ground.
it was mentioned, so
Counting ground.
obviously.
The Manor Ground.
Most wins. Port Vale.
In a nope.
Already been
Notts
mentioned.
County.
Yeah.
What is it?
And then half the Football League was mentioned, so
True.
Luton's ground.
No.
County
Loftus Luton.
loved
Road. Loftus.
No.
Mm. Exeter.
Exeter is correct.
See, I always
Yeah,
feel we
won their
lose
eight.
to Exeter.
Wow.
Woody. 62 games, 20 wins.
Blimey.
Exeter were shit for ages, though, weren't they?
Yeah.
They were really poor for a long time.
So
tell you
in
what,
that
Joe, this-
round,
Joe, this is one hell of a quiz, mate. this is like the
We're fucking
definition
shit.
of a
We're
quiz.
fucking shit. We're
I
fucking
never
shit.
absolutely love a good guess.
Yeah.
at the end of that round,
Four done.
somehow Woody's on 7 at the end of that round.
How on earth have you got to 7 points?
And then John's on 4, Craig's on 3, and then everyone else is on 2.
Everyone's on 2. Points
Everyone.
for everybody. You get a point. You get a point.
Participation trophy.
Pity points. You can all have
Right,
pity
The
points.
next round is Player of the Seasons.
Oh, God.
Ooh.
So
Hold on. According
hang on,
to
because
who?
Vincent
According to
Perricard
who?
gets one, doesn't
these
he?
are the Swindon Advertiser Player of the Years.
Right, Vincent Perricard's in there somewhere because he didn't play.
Question 1. So 2 here, so point for each. 2 players are equally have won the equal most amount of Player of the Year awards. Who are they and how many? Who are they?
Fraser
Sean,
Digby,
Sean
3.
Taylor.
Yeah, so that sounds like Craig and Nick to me because they've both got 1 each.
Fraser Digby 3.
Fraser Digby and Sean Taylor both on 3.
Well done, guys.
Great. Well done, you two.
Yes, come on.
What did you do?
High five,
Go on, Craig.
Wrong way, Craig. Wrong way. Wrong way.
Oh, wrong way.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, fuck it.
No, no, yeah.
In the season 1992-93, when Swindon Town got promoted to the Premier League, who was the Player of the Year?
Ben Oddle.
Nope.
Colin
you wouldn't have
Colwood.
got it.
Nope.
Bowden.
Paul Bowden.
Oh, he was played the year.
Point for Fifey.
Was he?
Just for scoring that penalty.
Yeah, yeah.
So the season 68-69, as we all know, most famous season in the club's history. We finished second in Division 3, won the League Cup. Who was the Player of the Season?
Don
Don
Rogers.
Rogers.
It's got,
I knew people were going
no, it's probably
Smart.
it's
Ireland.
Downsborough.
Downsborough is correct.
Peter Downsborough.
Keeper. Amazing. What a cup. And
Calm,
finally,
Fifey,
and
calm
a
down,
winner.
calm down.
Coming for you, Woody.
Now we're talking about a proper player. This was one of my favourite players of all time.
Hang on, before we do. Mike's not happy with Nick.
Wow.
Carry on.
Sorry.
In the Paolo Di Canio title-winning season, who was the Player of the Year?
Alan McCormick.
Alan
Simon Perry.
McCormack.
Alan.
Alan McCormack.
What a bloke.
We've always been really creative with our chants, haven't we?
Alan.
So 1983-84 was
I wasn't
was
even born yet.
this was Swindon's worst ever season, worst
I
ever
don't
league.
think technically I was a sperm yet.
Oh, Fifey.
You were an egg,
Christ.
So 83-84 was Swindon's lowest ever league position when they finished 17th in Division 4. Who won the Player of the Year in that season?
Lee Bernard.
Paul Rideout.
No. I mean, we're looking at you, Nick, really, but I'd still be surprised.
I don't know. I probably didn't watch much of that, to be honest.
Sponsored walk around Steve Evans.
Well done, Tim. That's good.
Wow.
Well,
Has Tim been drinking by any chance?
The answer for that season, believe it or not, was the goalkeeper, Scott Endersby.
Okay.
Bloody
If
hell.
you like.
Quality keeper.
Number 6, the 2006-7 season started off with Dennis Wise as manager. And then in October, Paul Sturrock came in and guided us to promotion. Who was the Player of the Year in this season?
Blair
That's
Sturrock.
Neil Joffrey.
I joke. I jest.
Gerard.
Let's Sturrock.
That I wasn't serious.
I'd
wasn't
even go as
serious.
far to say I'd rather Shane than Blair Sturrock.
Yeah.
Lee Peacock.
Lee Peacock is correct.
Yeah, great
Good
shout,
shame.
Ben.
Ben. So the 99-2000 season was quite frankly a shambles.
Mhm.
Eric Saban.
Almost bankrupt. Club went into administration. Players sold left, right, centre. Georgian Dar, I think, was one of them. Finished bottom of Division 1 that season. So who won the player of the season?
Grazioli.
Nope.
Ifianora.
Nope.
Grimink.
Nope. But you're barking up the right tree, but it's not Grimink.
Evans.
Nope.
Talia.
No, that was too early for
Frank
research.
Talia.
Talia, great shout.
Oh, it's a
Italia, Italia.
Who said that, by the way?
I did.
Me.
I did as well.
I did.
Craig, Joe, it was Craig.
All right. So, the year that Richie Wellens won the title, who was the player of the year in that season?
Anthony Grant.
Anthony Grant. Woody
Yeah.
got there just before.
Ben, you're a victim of the time delay from the West Midlands.
So, only
I got there first.
No, Woody did.
No.
I said Anthony Grant straight away.
yeah,
First time Woody's Wi-Fi's beating anything, mate.
You don't understand the ridiculous speed is going out at the moment.
So only, the next question. Only 2 players from outside the UK have won the Player of the Year award.
Vincent Pericard.
Now, I'm not going to include Lawrence Vigouroux because
Vincent
wasn't really-
Pericard.
he wasn't really Chilean until he got called up for the Chile team. So
Vincent
Lawrence
Pericard.
Vigouroux isn't one of them.
Vincent
Vincent
Pericard.
Pericard didn't actually win the Player of the Year.
He did.
He came second.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
So there's 2 from outside the UK that have won the Player of the Year award. And bear in mind, we've named one of them already.
Fjortoft.
No,
Eric
Talia.
Frank Talia. Yep.
Carl Grimming.
No.
Oh, what's the midfield?
Miguel Dominguez.
Miguel Dominguez.
Dominguez.
Oh.
He's in.
What
Double
a player.
Right
So
back.
great.
Quality player.
Nobody ever saw him ever again.
He went to Cardiff and never played.
Yeah.
Yeah, when Cardiff appeared.
Just chance of love me.
Every player of the year always leaves next season.
So
Question 10.
overrated.
Who is the most recent player to win the Player of the Year back to back?
This.
Just after what Nick said.
Sorry, carry on.
So, question 10. Who's the most recent player to win Player of the Year back to back?
Caddis, isn't it?
No.
Lee Peacock.
No.
Simon Cox.
No.
You say recent?
Well, the
The
most,
most recent.
Yeah, the most recent.
Charlie Austin.
No. You're all in the right sort of era, roughly.
Sean O'Hanlon.
Was it Wes?
No, it wasn't Wes.
Oh, who's
Gerald
that?
Eiffel.
No.
Jonathan Douglas.
Nope.
Oh, fuck off.
Well, it's only, Woody's been smart here. He's held fire and he's not actually.
Scottish Jonathan.
No.
Berry.
No.
We didn't have Matt Ritchie long enough, did we? No.
Said Simon Cox.
No, I can't think it.
Simon Ferry.
Niall
Yeah.
Ranger.
The answer is Nathan Thompson.
Oh, do you know what? I was thinking him earlier and I went, did he even win it once? Fuck's sake.
Sasha Cody.
I've got to say,
Best friend. Best friend.
our watchers are on fire tonight. Our viewers.
The viewers. Thank you to the viewers for being a lot more entertaining than we are.
Well, I think we're entertaining with our shit answers. to be
I think
fair.
I'll be quite happy if we've got 40 points between us in this. 40 questions.
The fourth
And
and
so
final
many
round,
of them, you're getting 2 point questions as well.
the fourth and final round, I thought it was
Well,
only.
hang on, can we have a score update? Have I still got
Sorry,
a
yeah.
chance of winning?
So Woody's on 8.
Oh, slow round for Woody, that one.
Fifey is on 6.
Yes.
I can relax then.
Craig is on 5.
Go on, Craig. We got this.
Ben and John are on 4. Nick's on 3. And there's a 2 and a 1.
Random. The one's Dale. Dale is the one.
And he's only answered one question.
He's literally answered one question and got a point.
So round 4, I thought it was only apt for tonight. I've done 2 years of Fools Rush In.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, yes.
no.
Yes.
This is all things that have happened in the last 2 years.
Oh,
Right.
for fuck's sake.
So I know you all know the answer to the first one, so I'm going to probably give you all a point, but
6th of November 2020.
no, that's not the question.
Damn it.
Take
He's
your
out.
out off him.
No.
Out.
Fools Rush In started on the 6th of November 2020. Who were Swindon Town's first opponents after we formed?
Plymouth.
Darlington.
Darlington is correct.
Oh, Darlington, wasn't it? 'Cause we're talking about, Darlington.
Thanks, Nick.
Yeah, I'll have the point for that.
We were home to Darlington.
What was the score going to be, Woody?
At least 5-0.
So we were home to Darlington in the FA Cup, and we lost 2-1. For an extra point, who scored the goal?
Pittman.
Brett Pittman. Ben.
Well done, Ben.
They must have been shit. They still beat us.
Ben 2.
I think I must have been really overconfident because I normally say who's going to knock us, which non-league team's going to knock us out this year.
Kovar scored. Well, Kovar let in an absolute hilarious goal against Darlington.
Yeah, but that has
that's a
every game.
surprise.
Yeah.
Absolutely
He didn't
hilarious.
even make the shit loanies list.
I mean, if ever there was a comment to sum up 2 years of Fools Rush In, I like you guys, the old adage, it's so shit it's good.
That's what we're going for.
We're like an old Japanese movie.
So
Kung
question
fu.
2.
What?
We're like an old kung fu movie. You know, they really
No, just because you're out of sync, Ben, doesn't mean that the pod is.
you know, Fred Dubbins. Right.
Fucking hell. Give him a
I
performance.
just lost it again.
It just makes no sense.
Quick, move on to the next question. Whilst Fifey's not in any fit state to answer.
Question 2. How many players have made their debut for Swindon since Fools Rush In
Oh,
began?
fucking hell. What a question. Well,
Well, see, we had a turnover about 20 every season.
I'm going on 31.
Oh, you back, man. Literally was going to say.
Right,
I was going to
27.
say as well.
Obviously, I'm
30.
the closest.
30.
31.
35.
34.
27.
What did you say, Fifey?
27.
Well, Nick's the closest, but he's not close.
I'll still get the point if I'm the closest.
Yeah.
Well, you're still getting the point, but
That's right.
the answer is 57.
Fucking hell.
57. Fucking hell.
Wow.
Apparently, though, we've only had 324. So.
Well, in a bit of a similar sort of theme, how many players have played in all competitions this season? We're talking the pizza pop thing as well.
28.
5.
League Cup and
24.
7.
28.
It can be 20. How many players?
Oh, what was the question? What was
28 players.
You got
How
to
many
take the first answer.
Good point.
So how many
Wait, so
players?
hang on, can we clarify? When you say how many players have played in every competition, do you
Yeah,
mean,
I mean how
each
many-
player has played
many-
in all the competitions,
Oh,
or total amount of players used?
So, how many different players have Swindon Town used?
Oh, yeah, definitely more than 5 then.
Right, okay.
Right.
I'm going 19.
27.
25.
23.
22.
Ooh, Fifey's the closest,
Yes!
but the answer is actually 35.
Ooh.
Fuck, 35.
Put a lot of youngsters in,
A
didn't
lot
we?
of youngsters in the pizza cup.
Yeah, and that pizza.
Feed the cow and he will score. Feed the cow and he will score.
So the 2021-22 season was, as it stands, Fools Rush In's only full season. As we all know, Harry McCurdy took all the plaudits, scoring 23 goals. But which player made the most appearances in all competitions?
Jack Payne.
No.
Reedy.
No.
Conroy.
No. And I have to say, this is a very impressive number of appearances.
We've played a lot.
Johnny Williams.
No.
Ellis Indolo.
Ellis is correct.
Yeah.
52
Well done, man.
appearances last season.
He won the league.
That included a lot of sub appearances, wasn't it? I'm guessing.
52 appearances last season.
The
Question 5. This is something we've joked about on the pod before.
Shade. Adaloy.
So, since Falls Rushing began, how many professional goalkeepers have Swindon had registered?
I'm
Well,
going
we had,
on
we had
about
7 in one
We had
season.
7 in the first year.
15.
No, fuck off, it's not 15. We've done
15.
1 full season.
15.
11.
8, 9. Oh,
14.
12.
10.
Well, I might hand out 2 points here because somebody's got it spot on. And the answer, 12.
Yes, get in there.
So,
2-pointer.
Conor
Hold on,
Brand.
how does he get 2 points for guessing a fucking number? And I give you John Besserwick and I get 1.
It might be something with the fact that Nick's driving me to Stockport tomorrow. But.
Hang on, Mike's at it again. Most of the loadies don't count as professionals.
Yeah.
So the 12, I've got them all listed here. What a list.
Yeah, go on. Read us through the 12 goalkeepers of full Josh in.
So Conor Brand,
Yeah.
Sol Bryn,
Yeah,
Lewis Ward,
quality.
Jojo Wallacott twice.
Oh, controversial.
But I've only got him as one.
Oh, okay.
Steve Mildenhall,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Manny Idem,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Lee Camp,
Yeah.
Archie
Yeah, good
Matthews,
shit.
Archie Matthews,
What a goalkeeper. What a waste he was.
Joe Fryer,
yeah.
Yeah.
Connell Truman,
Yeah.
Mark Travers.
Yeah, you
So,
did.
We
so
like
the best of
Travers.
the last, Matej Kovar.
Come on.
I thought you said goalkeepers.
Oh, sorry, goaltenders.
Not according to Kovar Joe.
What a keeper, Kovar Joe.
So,
Wrong
since our
podcast.
formation of Falls Rush in, which player has made the most appearances for the club?
Anthony Grant.
Ellis Indolo.
No.
Matthew Baldry.
No.
Don't be right.
That's
what I was thinking of.
Jack Payne.
Jack Payne is correct.
Oh, well done, Craig. Not doing very well. This.
We're getting there, lads. We're getting there. Only three-
Craig's actually sneakily going to
It's
win
quite
this,
tight
isn't
at
he?
the top now.
No, I'm not. I'm not doing that well. No.
It's quite tight at the top. So, in a similar sort of vein, since FRI began, how many loan players have we had?
Fucking hell.
And that is, yeah, since we so loan players since we started.
No, 17.
So that's loan players that came in after or that were
Loan
already
players,
there.
loan players that have made an appearance since FRI.
15.
17.
13.
18.
19.
So the actual answer is 20.
Really?
Oh, Craig, you bastard.
Craig again.
Jammy bastard.
He's coming up.
Yeah,
his
but we had,
bracket.
remember in Sheridan's season, we had about 7,
10.
didn't we? 7 or 8.
Have you
I've
listed
got
them
the-
all again?
I've got the list here if you want them.
Well, we know about 12 of them are goalkeepers.
So obviously this year's Bryn, FBT, Brennan and Jeff Cott. We've got Ramoni Critchlow, Tyree Simpson,
Player.
Josh Davison,
Player.
Brandon Cooper,
Player.
Jake
Oh,
O'Brien,
Player.
Alex Gilbert, fucking wanker,
Where's Rich?
Shit,
Louis
Rich.
Barry,
No.
Louis
Yeah.
Barry, Kane Kessler Hayden,
Player.
Joe Tomlinson,
Player.
So we
Mark
can get
Travers.
some good loan players then.
Mark Travers, Connell Truman,
Player.
Jordan Garrick,
Hmm.
Jojo Wallacott,
Hmm.
Connor Masterson,
Oh, you went back.
Dominic Thompson,
Love Don Thompson.
Player. Yeah, good.
Tyrese Omotoy.
Who?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we signed him.
Yeah,
Didn't
yeah,
we?
he did have a fight.
And then had a
with
fight with him in the
Rockford,
training ground.
didn't he?
Wasn't he the
Omotoy
one
had
who
a fight.
wasn't he the one who
with
fell out
Rockford,
with Taylor
so
Curran?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, rock solid and Omotoy.
I like him.
Yeah.
Right, question 8. As we discovered earlier, Swindon's first opponents were Darlington in the FA Cup.
Yep.
But who was the first player to score a league goal in the FRI era?
Brett Pittman.
Nope.
Kane Kessler Hayden.
No.
Jack Payne.
Nope.
Oh wait, when was that? So our first episode was November,
I've done it.
and we were only doing a monthly to begin with. Don Thompson.
No.
I seem to recall us doing an episode after the Ipswich game on the 10th.
You're in the wrong. You must be a few games too late. I'd have thought.
Twine.
No.
So we started in November, so it must have been around Christmas time. Oh wait, no. First league goal since we started. you
Since
mean?
we started, yeah.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't matter when we did the episode.
Hallam Hope.
No, but he did score in that game, Hallam Hope, but it's not the answer.
Jack
Ben,
Payne.
no.
The irony of Tom Broadbent being the answer on Full
Yeah.
Session.
Just so you know, that'd never be an answer on this pod.
Why is that? Why is that, Joe?
I don't like to advertise other things, you know.
We're not the BBC. We advertise everything. In fact, after this quiz, I've got something to advertise.
So the answer, has everyone guessed? No, Nick's not had a guess yet, I don't think.
Oh, I've got
I've
no
not had a
idea.
guess. I've not had a guess.
Go on then.
I'm not going to tell you I'm going to have a guess. I just haven't had a guess. I'm going to go with.
Mike's got it.
Oh, yeah.
Probably more likely. I'll go with Jordan Lydon.
No.
Was that midfield from Arsenal we had?
Cadiz.
No. So the answer, Joel
Hunt.
Grant.
Ugh,
Yeah.
Joel
never
Grant.
got that in a million years.
Joel Grant is
No,
never the
no.
answer.
If Joel Grant's the answer, what is the question?
What has happened to Joel Grant? What's he doing now anyway?
Who knows?
Where
That's
is
right.
he?
Who cares?
I guess that's literally what I was about to say. So the next question, you might think is a bit controversial, but so since
Gary, one show.
since Fools Rushing began, we've played 8 Derby League games. So I'm including Bristol Rovers, Oxford, and Forest Green here. Whether you think Forest Green is a derby or not, but
In Cheltenham.
so what is our record in these matches? So there's 8 matches against Oxford, Forest Green, and Bristol Rovers.
Well, we've definitely beat Forest Green.
1-1, lost 1. 1-1, lost 1. 2-2. Bristol Rovers.
Beat Bristol Rovers.
Draw.
Beat Scum.
1-4
Three.
lost.
3.
3
Bristol
wins, 1 draw, 4 defeats.
No,
Damn.
4 wins, 2 draws, 2 defeats.
no,
4 wins.
no,
4 losses.
no.
No, we drew a couple of
4
3
wins,
wins.
1 draw, 3 losses.
See, you're all too negative. So, eight Derby games since Fools Rushing began. 6 wins,
Really?
Woo!
1 draw, 1 defeat.
Really?
Wow.
The only
Derby
defeat
game.
was against Oxford when Taylor fucking Curran scored.
Ah,
Oh,
We
yeah.
literally
we lost
we
at home to
literally
Forest
lost to
Green.
Bristol Rovers the other day.
Yeah, but we lost at
that's the
home.
league.
We lost at home to Forest Green the last game before the season was stopped, didn't we?
That was pre-Fools Rush In, no, Nick.
That was pre.
Yeah, that was pre-full.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Sorry. All right.
Yeah, it would have been the
Tell
same
John
game as
shitty dates.
before. Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have known that, Nick, if you were there then.
Oh.
A good record in derbies, I'd say.
Nick had to wait to win his award for best photo of the season before we'd let him on.
Yeah.
So the last question.
Of the whole quiz.
Yep.
Oh, it's flown
As,
by.
as we found out earlier, well, we didn't find actually, but the first league game that Joel Grant scored in was against Shrewsbury.
Okay.
There's 3 players that were involved in the first team squad that day, and they're still in the first team squad currently.
Baudry.
Baldry.
Payne, Iandolo, Baudry. Payne, Iandolo, Baudry.
No, Payne's not in.
Payne.
Oh.
Payne's not in now.
Looking out. Let's take the drink away.
That wine's kicking in.
Yeah. But I'm doing all right on it at the moment, to be fair.
You got 2. You got 2. So Baudry and Iandolo.
Another player.
You counting Leiden?
No.
We won the fight.
He's in the first team squad, but I wouldn't necessarily say he's a first team player.
Not Minton.
No.
Oh, Dale, possibly. Great shout.
Harry
Oh.
Parsons is correct.
I said
Well
Parsons.
done.
They did.
I reckon that. I
They
did.
didn't, Ben.
I said
They did,
Parsons.
Ben.
I
They did, Ben. No, I didn't hear you say it, Ben.
Rewind. I said Parsons.
Could
Can't
anyone?
rewind.
Okay, now let's be fair, because none of us heard it. Does anyone watching think? Do anyone hear Ben say Parsons? If anyone comes back in the next 90 seconds,
bloody did.
I
Bloody
freaking said Parsons.
I mean, to
swear
be honest,
God.
he can't win anyway, so it's fucking irrelevant.
Stop giving the point.
I said Parsons.
all right, give him the point. It's
Give
fine.
him the point.
Thank you. I also
Well,
said Anthony Grant before Woody.
You didn't.
I said bloody Anthony Grant.
Just
before
while Joe verifies the points, thank you to Paddy, who's tweeted in saying, at Fools Rush In, good to see the Governor Craig back tonight, joining the other governors' old school governor shenanigans.
Woody. Yes.
Mike saying Ben said Don Rogers.
So yeah, we need to fill the void.
That's right.
Mark.
We've got stuff to fill it with. Don't you worry.
The scores are in.
Scores on the doors.
So I'll just do us here because you're all the highest scoring here out of everybody that's joined in. So in bringing up the rear, Nick on 5.
Hey.
Nick, you love losing a quiz.
I do.
About it. The man who's seen
I've got
more
nothing bad to
than
say
anything
because
else.
I've got Sharikar with him tomorrow.
What a great bottom.
Joint. No, I've got joint second, I guess. Joint third. Fifey and Ben 7.
Well done, Ben.
Well done, 5 feet.
It's a pleasure to share the podium with you.
Mate, I'm a
Second.
man bug.
Second place, Woody on 9.
Oh, he's done it! I fucking said he'd do it! Well in, Craig!
And the winner, Craig, with
He's on
11.
the wine. He's
Oh,
on the
bloody
wine.
hell.
He's on
Oh,
the
yeah.
wine.
Pissed Craig wins.
Yeah. This episode was sponsored by Jammy Red Roux. So
It's a bottle on the post for you, mate.
cheers, guys.
Well done, Craig.
Well done, Craig.
Yeah, I'm amazed I won that. Although, mind you, 11 points out of about 100 questions isn't to shout about, is it?
Before we turn our attentions to the next birthday challenge that we've got set for you, just a little bit of housekeeping, if I may. as we've said all along, we've made many friends along these last 2 years, and we hope to make many more as time goes on. One of those friends is Joe, who has messaged in regarding she obviously participates in the SCFC in the community trust run Fit Fans, or Fan Fit. I might have it the wrong way around. And she just wanted me basically to give it a little plug. She will do it a lot more justice than I ever could. She pointed out to me that's where she first officially met Woody, and I got messages from both of them almost at the same time. Woody saying, "I've just met Joe." Joe saying, "I've just met Woody. I don't think he recognised me." But I believe she was talking to you about a particular favourite snack of hers, Woody.
Yeah, Dairy Dunkers.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
But so she asked me just to give the community trusts basically their projects a little plug. Again, if you want any details, you can speak to the trust. Definitely speak to Jo. She will sell it a lot better than I ever could. But it is for men and women. It's a good chance to socialise, meet new people. They help you to, eat healthier, get fitter. So please, if it is something that would be of interest to you, do get in touch with the community trust or with Jo directly. She's more than happy to answer any questions. Go on, mate.
It's a fantastic program. I know a few people. Our very own Christian did it as well a few years ago. It's a very, very good program. It's not just a case of kind of just do an exercise for 12 weeks. It's really about nutritional information and all sorts. It's really really good, and well done to Jo as well, because it's never easy to do any type of facing up to your own challenges. So always drink responsible. Don't
spill any.
Yeah, that's right, John.
But yes, as Woody's lost his friend.
Sorry, Woody. Yeah.
No, that's fine. I was just trying to remember who Herriad were. But yeah, I'd reckon, I know loads of people that have done it, and it's massive. It is really massive. That's probably the wrong term, isn't it? But it is really good. It is, it is fantastic, and highlights just all the great work they do. Obviously, they do a lot of mental health stuff as well. I'm sure we've all seen it, and especially with the connections with the older generation as well. When it had, I think, bless his heart, when it was Chris Kirkland on there at one point, wasn't there, before he passed as well? So really good.
Again, there's Jo there thanking us. No, thank you, Jo, for everything you've done for Fools Rush In. We look forward to having you on the panel again very soon. And again, anyone who is interested in finding out more, Jo is definitely the person to speak to.
Yes.
Kingsdown always better at football. God, let's not get into this again. It was carnage last time. We have got, as I said, another activity, but hopefully, Woody.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah, we are good. It's a full fixture list of home fixtures this weekend for the Swindon teams, for the women's teams. The first team are at home to Southsea again. I think it's their first league game in about a month. But obviously they played Southsea last weekend. So that's at Fairford. At Down Ampney, the development have got Exeter. They haven't played Exeter yet, but obviously a decent result for Ethan's girls last week, with coming from a 9-1 as it was in August, September, whenever it was, to managing a 0-0. So let's just hope they can try and get some goals now, rather now we've worked out a good way to block them out. And then the under 18s have got quite a tricky tie against Summertown at Chestnut Springs. It'd be interesting because there's two Summertown teams in their league, both kind of neck and neck, and there's a lot of, I believe, quite a lot of Oxford United related players in there in the Summertown squad as well. So should be good. So all the best for the women's teams this weekend.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Jen,
Beth Kellaway got player of the match last weekend. Don't know if anybody saw.
did she?
Um,
Yeah, well done, Beth.
Yay!
She got player of the match as well. So I'm sure she's up watching now at 25 to 11 on a Friday night.
As in this Beth Kellaway.
There we go. That
Yeah,
Beth Kellaway.
well
You got
done,
it. Yeah,
Always,
well done, Beth.
always have it prepared. We've been waiting for someone we sponsor to do something, and so far all they've done is got sent off or resigned their positions. Well done, Beth, for flying the flag for Fools Rush In for us.
Thank you, Beth.
Guys, I have a challenge for you, but before I do, does anyone want to have their say on anything thus far before we move on? Craig, in particular.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, like, because obviously this is our anniversary type thing. I just wanted to say, I know we say it every week, thanking for everyone who interacts with us on social media and stuff like that. But the reason that we enjoy this, I'm assuming I'm speaking for everyone else. The reason we enjoy this so much is everyone else who gets involved on social media and commenting and stuff like that. You guys make this what it is. We love our little cult following that we've got here. We feel really privileged and humbled that we've got it. You know, the laughs and the comments and stuff that you put in. So I just wanted to say thanks to Danny, Garth, Claire, Joe, Mike, John, Tim, Paddy, Lipo, I hope I pronounced that correctly. Philip, Dale, Mickey HD, London Crooner, and anyone else who I've missed. I do apologise, but honestly, we can't get over that you guys enjoy this as much as we do and get a lot out of it. So, you know, just keep the comments coming, you know, keep sharing the shit out of our stuff on social media. We want as many people as possible to enjoy it as much as you guys do. But I can't, for me personally, I can't thank you guys enough for contributing towards what we're creating here. So yeah, again, thank you very much.
Here.
To add into that, so obviously between myself and Craig, we run all of the different Fools Rush In's social media channels, and we're very fortunate to obviously get to see the messages, which always get passed on to everyone in the Fools Rush In WhatsApp chat. But you know, when you receive messages, and I won't name names, it's up to them whether they want to go public. But when you know I receive a message through Fools Rush In that says something, that basically paraphrasing says, because I wasn't active in the chat on your show, guys, someone reached out to me to check I was okay. Wow. That means so much to us, because it's not about, in this case, the 6 of us, or in total the 11 of us regular panelists. It's not about the guests. It's about Swindon Town fans and everyone associated with that as well. You know, for the likes of Liam and Sai, who have been on times, they're very much part of the fabric and the family of Fools Rush In. The fact that we've got this little sort of community now that all kind of look out for each other. We share the laughs, we share the jokes, and hopefully we'll be sharing in the success. So completely echo the sentiments that you said there, Craig.
Absolutely.
Fifey, can I add something to throw in there?
Sure.
I'm sure everybody's seen
Ben's gonna cry soon, by the way.
stuff from Paul Caddis, that he's doing the 3 Peaks Challenge. Obviously, with the issues he's got with his daughter with diabetes. So, I say if people can and either message or support his cause, I'm sure he'd be appreciative of that. You know, he did a great job for us over a long period. That's absolute legend at Swindon. And if this does get back to him somehow, you know, we wish Caddis and his family all the best and hope it all works out for him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Before it does all get a little bit too much for particularly myself, let's move on. I'd like to take full credit, but this is a request that came in from the aforementioned Liam. And I said that I would do it at some point, and the birthday episode seems the perfect time. And we're absolutely not ripping off content from one of the best DJs on national radio at the moment. But in a move away from our ever popular Defend the Indefensible, which equally wasn't a rip-off of other people's content, I want you now, after we've just said all these nice things about the people that watch, I want you to disgust them and infuriate them by me asking you for an unpopular opinion. And I want something that's really going to get people thinking, wow, I cannot believe they just said that. None of this, I don't like Marmite. That's nothing. I want something proper.
Does it have to be Swindon Town related?
No, it doesn't have to be Swindon Town related. And I'm happy. I'm happy to start because I'm the least sort of, despite what people might think, I'm the least sort of outgoing one in the group. So mine is definitely going to be the most beige of everybody's. I'm going to say my most unpopular opinion right now in terms of pop culture is the only thing that's been less worthwhile than Beyonce's return to the music scene, because everything she's released in the last 6 to 9 months has been trash, is Rihanna's return song. And if you've not heard it, she's released the main title track for the new Black Panther film. Don't get me wrong, the song itself is fine, and if Adele sung it, fine. I still wouldn't listen to it because it's not my kind of thing. But when you've been waiting years and years for Rihanna to come back and she releases that as the first song, fucking why bother? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I mean, it's got #1 written all over it because of the film, I'm sure, but I was so disappointed in both Beyonce and Rihanna. And to whoever it was Nick that said, if this ever gets back to Cadiz, we wish him and his family well. If this ever gets back to Beyonce or Rihanna, I'm very disappointed in you.
You've got no chance of either of them now, 5 feet.
That's all right. None of them are in my list of 5 anyway. It's all about Rita Ora and Shakira. You know that. Joe, what's your unpopular opinion, please?
I don't really know. I'm not really a sort of guy that has opinions on things that don't.
You have no opinions?
No, like if they don't affect me, I don't really have an opinion because it doesn't really bother me. But
Mike,
I don't know. I'll try. Come back to me. I'll try and think of something.
okay. Woody,
That is right with Mike, by the way. I only grow a beard because I'm lazy. So
Yeah, definitely.
see, I only keep mine because everyone says I actually still look quite young without it, and I want to look my age at least.
if I shave mine off, I look about 18. Honestly, so
All right, good genetics over there. Some of us weren't blessed with your.
What I do,
it's my Mediterranean looks. That's what it is, mate. You know,
Suave.
Just shine the light on it. There we go.
I don't shave because it's not worth losing my fucking balls when my missus loves beards. So you can call me lazy. I just call myself wise.
Woody, an unpopular opinion, please.
I've got one. If you want to, if
Go on then, Craig.
Woody wants to think, Sunday roasts are overrated.
No,
No,
fuck
no,
off,
I
mate. No,
Yeah, honestly,
ridiculous.
This country, we are shit for our cuisines. You know, you've got other countries who've got the best food ever. We've got the most blandest meat ever, turkey or chicken, right? And we have to drench it in gravy in order for it to taste good. It's absolute pants. It is so overrated.
I am 100% with Craig. 100%
that
with
is
Craig.
my
Toby Carvery, the biggest rip-off in the world.
Woody, I'm with you there. Toby Carvery, I don't get it.
By the way, just a breaking news announcement: Fools Rush in 2022-23. Is that right? No, 23-24. Are sponsored by Toby Carvery.
Yeah. Toby Carvery, absolute rank, I tell you.
New tagline, yeah. FRI.
Yeah.
Toby Carvery, sponsored by FRI. Tagline: absolutely rank. Anyone else? Ben, unpopular opinion?
Well, it's actually quite similar to what Craig said, really. The nicest Christmas dinner that I've ever had was a Christmas lasagna made by my mum. It was really nice. So I think
Ben, that's not as ridiculous as you think. The best Christmas dinner I had, we ordered Domino's pizza on Christmas Day. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah.
I
think Joe's just inviting everyone associated to Fools Rush in round to hers for Christmas dinner, by the way.
Well, I can't say no to that. I'll give that.
You fucking
Like what I
hypocrite.
said earlier.
Sorry, Ben, carry on. The Christmas lasagna.
Yeah, Christmas lasagna was ace, but I don't know if that's an unpopular opinion. That's just like,
Well, that's just you stating a
Yeah.
fact, isn't it?
yeah, it's just sharing.
It's just you saying the best Christmas dinner I've ever had is this.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I've got really unpopular opinion because I'd say everyone really agreeable.
Really agreeable. You're the
He sits
best.
on the bench. He sits on the fence.
Yeah, I still-
Nick. Give us an unpopular opinion.
Can I sort of do a half of opinion stroke defend the indefensible football related?
Sure.
Go on, then. Go on.
Why not?
And as much, it's really for the supporters of my era in my age. In
Of
the
which we have loads of them watching all the time.
right, they'll love this.
Yeah.
Because Don Rodgers is not a legend. Period. If he was, we'd be playing in the Don Rodgers Stadium. But what's he got? One poxy stand named after him, and everyone knows it is the Intel or the Nationwide. Simples. And if you want a legend, there is a legend, and it pains me to say this. Tom Broadbent. He's got his own lounge. The whole fucking lounge named after him. And if you've ever been in there, I tell you guys, you've got to get in there. You go in there, leather seats, complimentary drinks. You get snacks as well. And you love this, best of all, fucking Hannah's service behind the bar. I mean, what could be better than that when you go in there? And if you want the actual legend for Swindon, it should be Roger Smart. Now, Smarty, he scored the goal to put us one up at Wembley. What happened? Fucking Rodgers gives the ball away middle of the park. Arsenal break away. Bobby Gould scores the most emotional goal of his life, and he's still fucking crying now. But there is a positive to that. That Rich Pulling from Low Strangers, he'd have fucking loved that. Does he love a 1-1 scoreline every fucking time? So, and the other thing I've got to come on to is the trust. They're spending my money on a fucking statue for Rodgers. Why do you want a statue? All you've got to do, watch the extra time at Wembley. He stood in the 6-yard box, not fucking moving. The ball's pinging about all over the place. Somehow, lands at his feet. What happens? He swipes, scores a goal. A goal my Aunt Fanny could have scored, to be fair. And the second goal that he scores, if we'd have had VAR, and we know how good that is, he'd have been given offside. He was a fucking mile offside. Anyway, he goes through, and you've heard of the Charlie Austin bobble. Well, this was the Don Rodgers bobble. Poor old Bob Wilson was just about to whip the ball off of his feet, bobbles over his hands, and he goes round, hits his shot, wrong foots 2 defenders on the line to fucking score another one.
Shade.
What's going on? So, if there's a legend, it should be known as Jolly Roger, and that's Roger Smart. Legend, overrated. Thank you.
Now that you've done all
you
that,
anymore, mate. It's yeah, even more so now, mate.
That's it. I'm done.
That was brilliant.
have the fumes from Craig's wine got to Nick?
I'm only on that as well.
Oh, blimey.
Woody, have you got an actual?
How's he going to follow that?
Follow that. Fucking hell.
Don't fucking matter anymore.
No. My unpopular opinion is just redundant now. And it wasn't even half as funny as that. It wasn't football related.
Oh,
Um,
God.
One that,
don't
I
hang my
always,
head in shame.
one that I always get told off for by dog lovers. If it's small enough to be able to kick over the fence, it ain't a dog.
100% Woody. 100%.
Fucking hell, brilliant. Oh wow.
Troll it.
Joe, It's all down to you.
Joe's gone.
I don't know, Joe.
I had one, and then Nick started talking, and it's gone.
I think it's fair to say that Nick wins on popular opinion.
100%.
However, I'm going to put a caveat to that by asking one simple question, Nick. How much of what have you just said do you believe?
None of it.
None of it.
None of it.
And there you have it.
I would walk over hot coals to shake Don Rogers' hand. He is my
Legend.
absolute hero. Love him. Absolute
I
hero.
would add to that though. What was there? 12 players played for Swindon Town that day. Only one of them came off with a clean kit. That says all.
Absolute, yeah.
I'm giving the actual victory of unpopular opinion to Claire for this very wise comment.
Extremely. There's a difference between unpopular opinion and just a plain wrong opinion. Sorry, Claire.
Oh dear me! What is... Wow. Listen, we are approaching 2 hours. Wow. We haven't done that for a little while. We've kind of already gone through most of this, but before we do sign off for tonight, just on behalf of everyone at Fools Rush In, we do want to thank everyone who watches every week, whether you watch live, you watch back, you listen via Spotify, or although stats are suggesting that Apple Pod listeners are now more popular than Spotify listeners.
So even
That's just because I've recently got an iPhone.
Sir Don Lounge. Lee Power was underrated. But no, on a serious note, similar to what Craig was saying, we can't thank everyone enough. That we always say the only difference between those on the panel and those in the chat is you can see us. We are just fans, like everyone that watches that watches us or listens to us. As Craig was saying, the fact that we've got people every day of the week, whether we're streaming live or it's a match day or whatever, we've got people contacting us. The fact that people are walking up to us and asking for pictures and stuff still blows my mind. Seeing the tweets like Joe sent in of people watching us on their tellies, I still don't fully understand it, but we really, really do appreciate it. And the fact that, 2 years in, you guys are actually making the content for us. This is the first quiz we've had to do in ages because between John and Mike, they've been providing all the questions for about 3 months now. You've got Danny sending in pictures and poems and all sorts. And we've had the luxury of having the likes of Claire and Joe join us on the panel as well. And we hope to welcome many more of you. We are 2 years down. Hopefully there are many, many more years left in Fools Rush In. We've got a lot we want to do yet. And, it'd be nice to actually sample some success at some point as well. But lads, it's not quite champagne or anything, but 2 years.
Before we go, Fifey.
Yeah, of course.
Because I think we've forgotten the biggest thank you of all tonight, and that's to you, my friend.
Yeah,
here.
Absolutely.
Because without you, none of this happens, or would have ever happened in the first place.
No.
I know it was me, just little old me, Woody, and Ben at the start, but it really is a team effort now with all of us, and that's all.
And
because
what a
of you.
team it is.
And what a team it is, and that's all because of you at the start. So,
yeah.
What can I say is this is hard for me to admit, but I've had some bad times the last couple of years, and being part of this has really helped me through that. So I just want to thank all of you, but especially you, Fifey, for getting us all together.
Mate, honestly, so I hear these sorts of messages more than I think I should. And for every time any of you say thank you to me, I thank each and every one of you, because I'm not there. I'm not surrounded by Swindon fans all the time, and I've had my own problems up here, and just to be able to not only have this as an outlet to talk football with like-minded fans, but to have genuinely made friendships with you guys and the guys that aren't here tonight. It Fools Rush In genuinely means the world to me, and I hope that we can carry on for the longest time.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Absolutely.
And just one final thing, just to check that Nick's still with us. Thank you all very, very much for joining us for our birthday episode. Here's to 2 more years and much more besides. Fools Rush In will carry on and get bigger and bigger. Thank you very, very much for all of your support. But for tonight, from Joe, thank you very much for tonight's quiz.
Well done, Joe.
Well done, mate. Well done.
Woody, for everything you've done for us in terms of educating and promoting women's football, thank you very much. Craig, for the amount of times you stepped in for me and the amount of content you create, because believe me, we wouldn't be half what we are. I couldn't do half what you do for us. Ben, just for being you. There's nothing more needs saying. And Nick, for attracting so many more people to watch and listen to us. And to the rest of the guys that have been involved, thanks to each and every one of you. Until Monday night, we've been Fools Rush In. Have a great weekend, and let's hope by the next time we talk, we are in the second round of the FA Cup. Have a great weekend, everyone.
Take my hands, take my whole life too, but I can't help falling